after a very eventful opening weekend in the Nigerian Premier Football League last weekend, which we saw interesting matches but across the country. 8 matches were played at different centers, and I was fortunate to be at the Moya Township Stadium to witness Abia Warriors get a deserved 3 points against Niger Tornadoes at the Moya Township Stadium. So we are back home in New York, where the NPFL is coming back here in New York with Akwa United. They travel away from home last weekend to score 3 goals at Bayel Sabet. They couldn't take 3 points in that particular game. But they are back home now facing the ever exciting new boys coming into the NPFL. That's Sporting Lagos this weekend. How are they going to fare in their second match of the season? So I have with me Abraham Jose, who calls himself Mr. Nigerian Football. He knows everything about Nigerian football. Check him out on Twitter, or we call it X. He's on X as Mr. Nigerian Football. So Abraham, how are you doing?
I'm very fine today. Thank you for having me on the show this evening. Like you said, very fun-filled weekend. We had so much to talk about. I personally really like the way things went to the point that I mean, for some reason, most NPFL fans wouldn't want to be excited with the fact that okay, I'm going away from home. But when you score 3 goals and you can't win a game, what does it say about your team? It's very disappointing weekend. I mean, we were behind Godswill United, but they had to fight back 2-3, 4-3, and then 5-3. And Akwa United now at 20. See how ironic it sounds. So
they consider 5 goals on their play.
It's the most considered by any team in the European as well. And Robert Miso, a big talking point in the NPFL, hat-trick scorer. That's just the 4th player to score hat-trick against Akwa United in the last 10 years. Joining likes of Tibika Gometo and Rabi Ali. They call him Pele.
It's Nigerian football itself. Nigerian football. That's Rabi Ali of Kano Pillars, the captain of Kano Pillars. Talking about Kano Pillars, they will be in action this weekend. They lost their opening game in their first game back in the NPFL. Now they go again this weekend at the Sanabacha. So hopefully they will maintain themselves. They will control the crowd and get to see a wonderful game. That game will be live on TV. Now let's talk about the fixtures that we are expecting starting here from the Godswill International Stadium. On Sunday we have Akwa United welcoming Sporting Lagos. Sporting Lagos coming into the Nigerian Premier Football League. Their very first season ever. They were created about 2 years ago. They were almost relegated the season before last when they were first created. But last season just stormed out of nowhere to get this spot to play in the NPFL. Sporting Lagos, how exciting are these particular teams?
First of all, I've always been clamoring for rivalries in Nigerian football. When I say rivalry, I don't mean okay, you're just rivals because you're rivals on paper. You're supposed to be rivals on paper. Like what we saw with Akwa United and Dakar FC.
Yeah.
I can tell you for the fact that when Akwa United play matches and Dakar play matches, you see the same people who are watching Akwa United watch Dakar FC. But when they go outside, they claim to have a rivalry. That's not a rivalry. No. It's like they're 2 state teams, so I can understand why there's no rivalry. But now begin to have a season where people just tend to dislike a thing or two about a particular team, and that gives them a reason not to really support that team. I'm not saying you shouldn't support Nigerian team, but to make the league interesting, you're supposed to have this little beef with your opposite team. So you make sure that you spur the fans to support the other one more. And that thing we have in the Premier League, we're still going to have it. I, for one, I have a problem with Sporting Lagos fans. I mean, Van Dresa FC. Yeah. Van Dresa were in Lagos for a while. And then they have the kind of issue that Sporting Lagos have. They were there for a while, and media this, media that. In fact, the best media team in Nigeria, Van Dresa had it. They still have it till today. The team is still existing. The issue is that they couldn't leave the Nigerian nationality. And Sporting Lagos could do that in just 2 years. Now, whenever Sporting Lagos are talking about this, Van Dresa will be so they just really, most of the fans though, I don't want to drag all of them. Most of them just really like dragging Van Dresa fans whenever they're making their achievements known to the public. So I have that issue first of all, because Van Dresa is now on Akpabio's side. And then secondly, don't forget, Akwa United lost to Sporting Lagos in Nigeria's by 2 goals to 1. I could not sleep that night. Seriously, because every single Lagosian who watched that game live on TV or who went to the stadium, they were just making sure that United fans grew the day that they came to Lagos to play Nigeria's spread.
Well, that's
how it's supposed to be. But you don't drag a team that's been 27 years of existence and you're just 2 years in existence because you want Nigeria's spread. Dragging.
Well, they had the bragging rights
at that point, but it's a pre-season tournament.
Yeah, it was, but they were so much at stake in that particular.
It's still a pre-season tournament. If you want to compare the achievements of Akwa United, I mean, Sporting Lagos really dream at the moment to win 2 and win 1 Nigerian Football League trophy.
Well, Sporting Lagos, you can give it to them that after just 2 years of existence, they are in the top flight in the Nigerian Premier Football. You've made mention of the Bandresa FC. They've been there for almost 4 years now. They've not been able to get promotion. So it's a big achievement for a club in the status of Sporting Lagos to get to the NPFL. So a big boss maybe it's good. But they are coming to you. I'm aware that they are flight to you. They'll be landing you via Ibom on Saturday for the game on Sunday. So aside from the beef, all the talks are coming in from from the Sporting Lagos fan. I know you are Akwa United fan, that's why you are very much invested in what they are doing. Meanwhile, gentlemen, Akwa United, they are currently training at the main ball of the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium ahead of the game on Sunday. It is big games, also to say maybe the Sporting Lagos are not in the same mode with Akwa United, but anytime they are one of the they have established themselves for now in a very short possible time to become one of the best teams in Nigeria. So let's talk about this particular game. Aside from all the banters that we will receive, we know the noisy negotiations will make it there down here to you. But don't be surprised if fans maybe here.
There's so many negotiations in the fight.
Yeah, don't be surprised they may be here. So maybe we'll be hearing the sound of the trumpets all over the stadium on Sunday. So let's talk about Akwa United, what you are seeing on the training pitch. It looks like there is no senior Olisema in the team. So what are we expecting? No senior this Olisema the team after losing on the opening weekend. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, first of all, let's want to keep the fact that Olisema might be definitely quality addition to the team. But if he did play, that would have given us a chance to see him play against his brother, Kenny Olisema, who is currently with Sporting Lagos. And you saw a little bit of that in the Nigerian Super 8, but no one really cares. I mean, if you don't win the match, no one wants to know if you had a brother in the game. So it was only Sporting Lagos fans that could say, okay, Olisema played against the other brother, but Akwa United fans, no one really wanted to see who was playing against who as far as they lost the game. Now, for this match, losing 3 goals to 5 against Bayelsa, no disrespect to Bayelsa, big team. Remember when Akwa United won the league? Bayelsa were the ones who won the FA Cup in Nigeria. So, and that season, we should have had ourselves the Nigerian Super Cup final, but for some reason, the NFF didn't organize that. So, Bayelsa United definitely a big team in Nigeria. So, the final match or the next match of the match week, that will be against Sporting Lagos. What I'm looking forward to now is to see how Akwa United can gather themselves up and organize that team. That lost by 5 goals to 3 on the opening day. It doesn't matter if you're a big team or a small team. If you lose by 5 goals to 3 on the opening day, you have so many things being said about you. People will start saying they didn't prepare well. People might see them as a small team. If you're not conversant with Nigerian football, you might think, okay, that they consider 5 goals and they're not a big team. But if you look into your history, you see that quite have been finishing in top 5, top 6, top 7 in the last couple of seasons now. And of course, they have themselves a trophy to go with that. So that result definitely confused many followers in the league. But now is the chance they have to put themselves back into the spotlight. And how can they do that? Is by beating a team who most people now tip to somehow, for a reason, win the Nigerian Premier Football League. As if it is that easy.
Now it's too early. It's early days.
If you watch Sporting Lagos, I have to give them a credit. I mean, they play good football.
You saw the goal.
In the game against Gombe United, 15 passes leading to the goal. And I actually like the fact that it was counted. You know, most of the time you don't. Nigerian coaches are not really that bad. I mean, Nigerian coaches are nice coaches. They have what it takes to coach a proper football team. But when you don't have the media behind them, you say, okay, this is exactly what Kenny Boboye did this weekend. This is what Fatai should did this weekend. This is what Benga Gumbote did this weekend. The Oracle, that's why they call him the Oracle. If you don't have people portraying the fact that they actually had good ideas in games, it might probably affect their, mentality or encouragement coming to the next game. So the fact that Sporting Lagos 10 was given credit for that beautiful technical display before that second goal against Gombe United actually tells you that yes, Lagosians really like for themselves and promote what is there, so that they will promote Sporting Lagos, and that spurs the team to make better decisions. So that is a big talking point for Sporting Lagos, and that just tells you that they have a good coach and the support coming into this game, and we'll have to see what Patel can now do to counter that and make sure that Akwa fans don't get heartbreak in the second successful game.
So what do you think went to Akwa United after scoring 3 goals on it?
Honestly, I don't know the start of. I saw the fourth goal. The equalizing goal, the third goal, from a back from Martin, and it was bounced on by Robert. And just how football is really cool, because if you want to look at experience-wise, Ed Matthews, in fact, one of the most experienced players in the league, from the most experienced player. And if you want to see anyone make a mistake in that final team, it would not be him. He was the captain of the day, I think. And that mistake just redefine the game, because I'm very sure if they didn't score that equalizing goal, Akwa would have definitely left that place with 3 points or at least a single point. So that's you could see the time they scored that goal. I think that was in the 76th minute or so, but it was definitely on the last minute of the game. That now spurred them to make sure they had a goal before and 4 minutes of additional time. So that was the talking point. Like mistakes, there were mistakes in that game. Obviously, the second goal that was being scored as well. What were you doing? The wisdom done. What were you doing? I mean, brilliant defender all the time, but I feel like that moment he was just lost communication with his partner, and you could see how Bobby Mason just went through that defense like hot knife if you got that scored the second goal. And almost everything I'm saying now is all about defense. So coming back home now, you have the fans behind you. You're gonna be live. And these are 2 solid reasons why nobody wants to make a mistake. You see, the chairman has been here to monitor everything going on. So that alone tells the players that you were beating by yourself. Yes, if you're having plans on it for some reason, you can't try it again. So I think it's not acceptable. Maybe another issue might have been, but if it is inconsiderable, they travel by road, so maybe it could be. But Bayelsa United played at home, so that could be considered. But none of that should be happening in the second game. You're playing at home, and you have to support the fans. So going out for 3 points.
3 points for Akwa United. Let's hope Akwa United can get all 3 points on Sunday. Another factor before we leave the Akwa United game to other matches in the NPFL. It's a former Akwa United assistant manager, Edward Green, is coming back as an assistant manager with Sporting Lagos. Could that be a factor? Could he contribute to anything to the outcome of the game? What can he bring? He understands the players. He knows most of the players and how the team is set up. He knows he understands the stadium and now what have you in this particular team. So, how do you think this could be a factor? Could he play any advantage to this Sporting Lagos side?
The only place I think really takes advantage or plays advantage. I don't think it happens in Nigeria.
Why?
I'm not saying
it's the same football.
I know, but it doesn't happen because Nigerian coaches are too smart. And I say,
really?
Smart. They never, no. The fact that the media already knows that Edward Green comes back is a year before. We're just
speaking at 5 years.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
We're just under 4 different managers.
I'm just saying because we are saying it because more like content-wise or for the fact that people need to know. But I can tell you that everyone who's been here before Edward Green knows that he's coming back. And they know what he knows. So they're already telling Patel. And I don't think he's not working with Patel.
No, he hasn't.
And most of the players are new players.
The people don't know Paul or form the coach of Sporting Lagos. So what I'm trying to say is many years. Yeah, I think he could have useful contribution that could count in favor of Sporting Lagos.
I think the only thing that Edward Green can do coming to this game technically is to tell whoever is going to be the man marker on that day for players like Ibom, who has been here for about 6-7 years now. Players like Ibom Friday, who by the way is back in training. He has been here for a long time. So he's seen Ibom Friday train. He's seen him play. Whoever is going to be in charge of marking Ibom Friday on Sunday, whether it's going to be Saturday or whoever is going to be, he might probably say, okay, this is what Ibom Friday does when he's on the left-hand side. He's looking forward to see a run or probably trying to cut him off the shoulder.
I'm trying to spot
It's somewhere in there. I think Jennifer has also been in the spot for a very long time. So I don't know if there's any such word as a weakness of a goalkeeper. Maybe he knows, okay, maybe Jennifer doesn't really go quickly to his left-hand side, or maybe he doesn't favor flying too much. Maybe he can tell his boys, okay, when you're close to the team area, chip the ball, something like that can be useful. But still, these players, they know that they are not just going up against Sporting Lagos, they're going against the former manager. And names that were here last season definitely want to make sure that some excuse to lose again. Wisdom Dawn was here last season. Matthew was here. Ubong Esen was here as well. I have questions or doubts to see if Cyril is still with the team, but communicating with the players side and doesn't look to see if he's available. But if he's still here, then it would be nice to see him play tomorrow. And up front, Coach Collins was here last season. We also had players like on Friday here last season as well. So that could, of course, be the only players he does know for a fact. And that could be an issue for Sporting Lagos to, of course, capitalize on. But I don't see that coming to the light of day. I see United even getting themselves better inside information. I mean, who knows? What if Edward Green is somehow tonight or tomorrow night telling Patricia 1 or 2 on WhatsApp?
His loyalty definitely is now with the Sporting Lisbon. So what's the prediction?
Oh, it's going to be a tight game, and Sporting Lagos, I love their recruitment plans. I mean, they got players like Junior Lukosa, who was the top scorer in 2018 in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Kenel Isema is also with his side. They've also gotten some key names here and there. There's a South Sudanese midfielder. I'm trying to remember his name right now, but it doesn't come to memory.
Yeah, Jonathan Aluko.
Very good names, big names. Review and Yewere, who scored the first goal, I think, in the NPFL, the NPFL also there as well. So, key names here and there. It's a very important name I'm trying to remember right now, but I can't get it off. Naibe Pesiri, I think. Pesiri is there as well, and he was with the United one. So, that's another thing to look forward to. And they're coming here, to try and better the results. That's definitely going to add more impact to that team. So, it will be a tight game. But for the fact that Akwa are at home and all the things we mentioned earlier, I think that would really encourage them to have a better result at the end of the day. So Sporting Lagos might play, but Akwa will score. So I think it will be a 2-1 victory.
Okay, I'm rooting for Sporting Lagos. Let's go, Sports!